Two Charlotte women, Jane Smedburg Wilkes and Annie Lowrie Alexander, were united by a cause. They overcame the medical barriers surrounding race and gender. These women were pioneers in their field. One broached the color line by establishing the first Negro hospital in North Carolina, and the other became the first female licensed medical doctor in North Carolina. Jane Smedburg Wilkes was born in 1827 and married John Wilkes in 1854. Both were from prominent New York families. This newlywed couple moved to Charlotte to supervise their family's assets, including flour mills and St. Catherine's gold mine. Both quickly became town leaders in their adopted South. Serving as a nurse during the war between the states, Jane witnessed firsthand the horrific death rate soldiers experienced in Charlotte's Confederate hospital. This graphic ordeal greatly influenced Jane's mind and stimulated her drive to create hospital facilities in Charlotte. The majority of the post-Civil War population viewed placing sick individuals together as a nuisance and potentially very dangerous. Jane's religious views and fundraising expertise led to the creation of Charlotte's first hospital in 1876, St. Peter's Home and Hospital, and North Carolina's first black hospital in 1891, Good Samaritan Hospital. Jane died in 1913. Her funeral for this time period was one of the most well-attended by blacks and whites. She is known today as the godmother of Charlotte hospitals. Annie Alexander was born during the Civil War to a prominent local doctor, John Brevard Alexander, and his wife, Anne Wall Lowrie Alexander. Dr. John Brevard was a man out of his time. He recognized the need for women doctors early on, after seeing in his own practice the unwillingness of women to go to a male doctor. He was the one who encouraged young Annie to aspire to be the amazing woman she eventually became. Even though she would fight a long battle over proving her competence as a doctor, Annie overcame the first battle when she graduated from the Philadelphia Women's Medical College and began to practice medicine, specializing in surgery for a time. She would soon move back to Charlotte and open her own practice and become the first licensed female medical doctor in North Carolina. It took a good deal of time before Dr. Annie's practice took off, but before her death in 1929, Dr. Annie had managed to make a decent living for herself, become highly active in the community, and was even appointed as a first lieutenant in World War I. Despite never being married, Dr. Annie promoted the idea of marriage as well as others in her numerous articles on both women and medicine.